Hello folks, Paul here with Online Business Pro Solutions, and today we're going to wrap up the Cheetah website builder portion of our marketing campaign, which is to use Builderall 5.0 to market Builderall 5.0. Now, if you haven't watched the first 3 videos, please check out the link somewhere up there and catch up. I'll also provide links to all those videos in the comments section below. But the best way to see those videos and all the other great content that I'm putting together is to subscribe. And I wouldn't complain if you gave me a thumbs up. But the most important step is to ring that bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a new up-to-date and information-packed video. So now we're going to quickly add 2 pages to our campaign. These pages are our terms and conditions and our privacy policy. These will be located in our footer, and they need to be used universally on all the pages in this campaign. Let's go ahead and just jump on in. Okay, we're going to jump right in, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our privacy policy page and our terms and conditions page. But I want you to look at a couple things. First of all, this is where we are at right now. This is the squeeze page that we have created. We've got everything the way we want it. The only thing we're going to end up doing, we will come back after we've established our list and mailing boss. We'll get this linked up. We'll get this page and this page linked once we've established those. So we will come back to this one more time. But just take a look. This is everything the way you want it. In order to get to this page, you started over here on your dashboard. You went to your apps. You grabbed your Cheetah website builder. And then that opened up this. You should be looking at something similar. Something saying your Builderall squeeze page. There should be an email confirmation page, which originally was called pending. And then there's your thank you copy or your thank you page, however you want to write that. Now, hopefully you have already worked with these and you have put these together following the exact same sequence as what we did with the Builderall squeeze page. The only difference, of course, is going to be what it says and where it goes from there. Okay, now, if you're having any problems with that, please hit me up in the comment section below. We want to create 2 new pages. We're going to start by creating the first page. On any website that you create, you want to keep everything as consistent as possible. You don't want people to jump from one page to another, and the backgrounds, the colors, everything are completely different. It creates a distraction, it confuses the people who are viewing it, and it completely takes them away from whatever message that you're trying to convey. So the quickest and easiest way to maintain consistency, we already had these given to us. Builderall had this set up. But now we want to create new pages. So what I'm going to do, see where these 3 dots are on top of each other? You just left click on those. And you'll see down here, it'll say duplicate. I'm going to duplicate this squeeze page. And bam, there you go. Now we have a 4th page. We don't want it to be a squeeze page. We want it to be, we'll make this our privacy policy. So we're going to go over here, click on those 3 dots on top of each other again, and go to settings. We're not going to get fancy. There's a lot of things you can do in here, and that's for something at a far later date. Right now, there's really only just these 4 things right up top. We know it's not our home page. We're going to call this privacy policy, and we're just going to go ahead and copy that, paste that here. It's going to be the same thing. Now down here, you want this in lowercase and dashes in between because it's going to be the URL. Whenever you have a domain, it's going to be that little add-on at the end of the domain so people know what it is. Okay, we're just going to type in privacy in lowercase policy. That's it, and we're going to save that. Okay, so now instead of a secondary squeeze page, we have a privacy policy page. Now we're ready to go ahead and edit this page. And of course, we're going to be taking a lot of stuff out. So we're going to go ahead and just click on edit page. Okay, and this is the page we're going to edit. So I'm going to go ahead and stop recording just for a moment so I can delete the content and images that we don't need. Okay, I'm back, and here we are with a relatively clean slate. Now I've kept our young lady and the background so we can maintain our flow of consistency. And I did move our young lady to the left just to make room for a box, and in that box is where we will copy and paste our privacy policy. Okay, so this is the area we're going to be working with. If you take a look at our privacy policy, it's roughly 4 pages. It's quite a bit of content. And if you look at this area, it's really not too big. So we need to make that larger to hold all of that text that we're going to be putting in. So let's go ahead. We want to left click on that background. Okay. And we're under settings. We're looking at sizes and we're looking at height. See, it has a minimum height set at 50, which means, it'll only be about here. We want this to just continue going down. So I'm just going to take it up to like 3,000. Now we want to add an element, and that element is going to be a box. So we left click on box, and that gives us a lot of different options. I'm going to go ahead and go with this black box just because it sort of stands out against that background. You left click and you just pull it over. And there's your box. If you left click inside the box, now it gives you options to make alterations, changes, edit, put it forwards, backwards, all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to open this up a little bit, move it over. You can play with this all you want. In this box is where we're going to place our text. Okay, as you can see, I'm going to move this down just a little bit so you can see. You see, when you're inside something, whatever you're working with, you'll actually see exactly what you're working with at the time. It tells me I'm in the box right now. In this box now, I want to place some text. So I'm going to go over to my Google Drive, and that's where I have the privacy policy template. Now, you should have the same thing if you reached out to me through my link down below. If you haven't yet, go ahead, click on that link. It'll take you to an opt-in, sign up, and I'll be able to send you both the privacy policy and the terms and conditions templates, and along with, down the road, a lot of good free information and other goodies. Now, you may have decided to go a completely different route. You may have decided to have your own written up. You might have gone to a lawyer. You might have gone to a website such as Ayubenda, like I recommended last video. And I'm going to go ahead and leave a link for Ayubenda down below also. It's a great idea. Ultimately, down the road, you're going to want to do something like that. But for now, just getting started, probably not having a whole lot of money to spend, I am allowing you to use my privacy policy and my terms and conditions. All you have to do is go into these little highlighted areas and put in your business name and or your website. Now, do not just go on the internet and grab anybody's privacy policies and terms and conditions and think you can use them as your own. That is copyright infringement. I am explicitly telling you on video that you can do this. I'm providing you the links to do it. That's the only way you can do this legally, unless you get your own made up. Okay. I'm a quick beating a dead horse here. All you really want to do now is copy everything on this page. If you're using Windows and you're using Drive or Word, all you have to do is hit Control-C or Control-A, pardon me, Control-A. That will highlight everything on this document. Then hit Control-C and that will actually copy it. Now we're going to go back over to Cheetah. And we need to add text before. We can't just copy and paste in this box. Okay, we're going to have like a little box in a box. It's going to be a text box within just a standard container box. So we're going to hit add. We're going over to elements. We're going to return because we don't want all these box options. And right up top, we see text. The majority of the text that we're using is normal text. We're not just trying to put a headline in right now or something like that. So the bulk of the material is normal print, normal text. Let's go ahead. All you do is just left click down here and move it in here. I know that moved that a little bit. That's okay. We just move it and then we just look for it somewhere in here. There you go. Right there. It's a little difficult to see because I use that black background. But basically, you just look till you find it there. Click inside it. Now you can see we're inside the box container, but now we're working with text. I'm just going to extend that a little bit. And once again, a lot of this you're just doing by eye, feel, okay? And those green lines help you center. I'm just going to do that for now. Now, once you're inside this box, you want to hit text. And this is going to open up your content editor. There you go. Go ahead and highlight all this. And then hit Control V. And Control V, that should drop all that privacy policy template that we'd copied and drop it in here. Look. Hey, there you go. Okay, now you can make any kind of adjustments you want on this, just like you would if you're using like a Word document or Google Drive. I'm going to go ahead and just make it all Arial, just so we have a standard font. And I'll make the size 16. Now, there's some areas you can see where there were going to be bullets. That's very easy to do. You just highlight those, hit the bullets. You know, there's several more throughout. I'm not going to do them all. You can do that on your own. You can make whatever adjustments you need in here. Once you drop out of this, sometimes the content doesn't look exactly the way you want it. So you can keep playing with it until it does look exactly the way you want. You know, you could have your headers. You could keep them the same, just bold them and maybe bump them up to, say, 18. Okay, the one other thing you need to do, you want to go ahead and make sure that you've highlighted all of this. And you need to go up here to where it says text color. It's the underlined A. We need to change that to white because we're going up against a black background. I mean, you could use yellow or bright yellow or something like that, but you need something that's going to stand out against that black background. So you can just change your colors depending on, once again, your background. You want it to be easy to read, definitely easy in the eyes, not harsh. And down the road, you're probably going to have specific branding colors that you use and fonts and everything else for your business. At that time, you can make whatever alterations you want. Sometimes when we save this, it still doesn't look exactly like what we see here, and we have to go back and forth a little bit and play with it. Basically, it's just a little bit of tweaking here and there that you'll need to do. And there you go. There we have that. Now, as you'll notice, the background continues to keep going, but I didn't take that original box that far. So I'm just going to left click on that box. Yeah, I just found the easiest way is to just keep pulling this down until you get it where you want it. I'm sure there's probably an easier way, but I am definitely a bull in a china shop. No doubt about it. Let's see if we need to bring this down. Yeah, we need to bring this down just a little more. Once we get down here, you can see it. When I took it to 3,000, it wasn't quite enough. Looks like this is pretty much going to do it here. Yep, there it is. There you go. And then we'll just take this box and move it there too. You can adjust this any way you want, but there you go. You have your privacy policy. That's it. And then it's just making adjustments. Privacy policy is in place. The rest of that's just tweaking. Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to wrap this up today. Now you've got a privacy policy. You're going to have your terms and conditions. Once we go into Mailing Boss, which we're going to start on the very next video, and you have your list built, we'll come back. We'll link the opt-in form. We'll link all the pages and start putting everything, tying everything all together. So you've done a lot so far in a very short period of time. There's so much more you can do. And these tools are very powerful, but we're just doing what we need to do right now just to get your foot in the door, just to get moving. Okay, we're going to wrap this up. Now that was our final video using Cheetah Website Builder, at least until we tie everything together at the end. Now, I showed you how to create a new page, your privacy page, And so between now and my next video, please use the exact same steps to add your terms and conditions page. Now, if you didn't reach out to me yet for those templates, I'll leave you a link down below, and that will take you to an opt-in page so I can email you the necessary files, plus lots of other free lessons and goodies down the road. Next video, we start setting up your email campaign using MailingBoss 5.0. So don't forget to subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up if this is helping you. And please, please don't forget to ring that bell for uploaded video notifications. All right, thank you, folks. It's been fun. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.